What do your sons want to be when they grow up?
My oldest son is already in the real world. He's a graduate of Boston University, and he's got a couple of jobs now. One's for this company called Dorm Aid. There's another company called Grade Fund. So Dorm Aid is a college concierge service. Grade Fund rewards kids for outstanding achievement in the classroom, where parents are doing pledges or sponsors are doing pledges, similar to a walk or a run where you get pledges. My youngest son wants to be a lawyer, maybe an agent. He's a freshman at the University of Michigan, maybe a sports attorney. I think he wants to go to law school. So the oldest one started out in the production side of television, but he burned out. He was 9 years old editing tapes and doing everybody's project. I think he just burned out. He was a comm major at BU. He's going to be in the sales and advertising, marketing side of the world. And the younger one, I think, will be a lawyer. He exceeded my wife and I think, in terms of the intellectual side of it.
So what type of role model do you hope to be, or do you believe you are, for your boys?
I've always tried to be a role model for them without saying I am trying to do it consciously. I try to be honorable. I believe in integrity. I believe in giving back to the community, which I learned from my parents, Doris and Felix Beck, who taught me the value at a young age. I try to show them that you can always fit time in to help those that need your help, those who are less fortunate. I try to be there to work with them, not just to say, here's money, but let's work on this report, let's work on this appeal. We write a lot of appeals in the Beck household, so I'm the appeal guy, and we'll sit down and work on that. I think I've tried to be a role model by being a good citizen, by being a hard worker. They know that my work ethic is second to none, and I think they've taken that with them. And when we serve the poor every Thanksgiving at the St. John's Bread and Life Soup Kitchen in Bedford-Stuyvesant in Brooklyn, we've done it for the last 10 years. With the two sons, starting when my little one was 8 years old. They've been a part of giving back, and they know what it's like to see people that need your help, and that's shaped their lives, and they'll never forget it. They've written it for college projects. They've written it for entrance examinations for school. They've learned along the way, and I've been far from perfect, but I've tried to set a good example for them.
Are there any particular charities that are sort of near and dear to your heart?
PACE, which is People Against Childhood Epilepsy. My nephew has epilepsy and has had seizures at a very young age, so that's near and dear to my heart. Child Abuse Prevention Center of Westchester County has been one that's been one of my staples. March of Dimes, because it's kids and it's all about mothers and being careful to eat properly and drink properly during your pregnancy, and to be cognizant of the low birth weight potential for kids. And that ties into me. I had two healthy boys. So the March of Dimes is a really important charity to me. Tom Coughlin's fund, it's called the J Fund Foundation, helps parents that can't afford things like doing stuff for a funeral or getting help. It's a leukemia charity, for kids that need help and families that are in need. Make-A-Wish Foundation up in my area of Greater Hudson Valley, it's awesome. They come up with some great wishes. Those are just some of the charities that I do. Every year I do the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation dinner in New York, which is a good one. The Page Morton Black Parkinson's Disease Foundation, I've been a big proponent of that because my Uncle Billy has Parkinson's, so that one hits home. I'm involved with a multitude of charities, but those off the top of my head. And, of course, UJA, which is one of my staples, United Jewish Federation up in Westchester County. They're one of my favorites, too.